Hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Geekdom 101, and we are covering the power of Gohan in Dragon Ball GT. I mention this every time I watch a video about GT. Don't like it, not a huge fan, but they were powerful characters, and I think to say that Gohan wasn't strong is a bit of a... come on. It's pretty tough. So let's get into this and see what Geekdom has to say on the power of Gohan. I do like this, the lightsaber, and then the gold, and then slice. Pretty cool, I like that.
On the surface, Gohan in Dragon Ball GT looks like a helpless nerd, a scholar that never really trained.
I think in Super they just gave him more muscles, didn't they?
Not just GT, but the extra material surrounding GT, you learn that Gohan in GT was actually much more powerful than you could ever imagine. Never judge a book by its cover. And on this video, we're going to discuss the incredible boost in power that Gohan got in GT that you may not have noticed, but it's definitely there. In fact, you know what? Let me show you. So in the recent past, I have done videos discussing the incredible power growth of Gohan.
Anyway, yeah.
Not just what would have happened in Z had he not stopped his training.
Yeah,
in the
like if he continued training, we've done that.
Or what happened in the Dragon Ball Super manga.
Yeah, we did that as well. Oh my God.
Been in recent days. But now I want to talk about something that many of you may not really know about or even thought about. And the important lesson to learn here is don't judge a book by its cover. Gohan in Dragon Ball GT is actually much stronger than people realize. In fact, some folks have even said that he's gotten weaker in GT, but that's just not true. You're thinking of like Resurrection F or whatever the Battle of Gods, you know,
canon. A lot nerdy, but it looks a little bit more muscular in
You're
Super,
thinking of that. That's different. We're talking about the original anime
special
continuity.
Nerdy looking
you know,
GT.
what they did with Gohan into GT. GT Gohan is much, much stronger than you could ever imagine. We're going to talk about that here on this video. The finale of the Gohan power scaling trilogy.
Right.
And joining me on this one, the third member of the trinity of Dragon Ball YouTube power scalers that were already on the previous two videos. Why not end it off with Chuck?
Yo!
What's up, Chuck?
Hey guys, what is poppin'?
Awesome. No idea.
Very long intro there by me.
Idea.
I kind of lost my train of thought, but I wanted to clarify, you know, real quick for everybody again. You know, when we discussed GT Gohan, the events of Battle of Gods and Dragon Ball Super, those events did not happen in this continuity. You know, even though they were in the 10-year time skip, that did not happen. So we have to judge it just based on what happened in Dragon Ball Z and GT. But if you look at Gohan's Z scaling, Chuck, would that not continue to apply even into GT, or would it be even higher?
It would actually be far higher, because there is the common misconception that, you know, everyone was slacking off in GT, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, everyone got weaker or whatever. However, in the GT Perfect files, it is stated that Gohan hadn't neglected his training, so basically means that he never, you know, I guess you could say...
he never stopped training.
He didn't stop training.
Yeah. So like, he never got rusty like the other Gohan did, who was in his goddamn tracksuit. And there's actually a lot of evidence that he did get more powerful, because although he doesn't get to shine as much as Goku and the other characters, because GT is Goku time, Gohan actually does hold his own against really powerful characters, and even the other side characters like Goten and Trunks actually do a lot of cool stuff as well that Gohan would scale from.
Right, now before we get to that, just even before GT, just by judging on the fact that this guy kept training, you know, within a year, we saw Gohan go from just being a kid at the beginning of the Android saga, training with Goku, you know, in the Room of Spirit and Time, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, and was able to unlock Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan 2. He had the potential to do it. He's always been stated as having the character with the most potential, the one of the Saiyan that has the most
unlocked potential, isn't it? It's like he could be stronger.
On that scaling, plus having his power unlocked. So I feel like Gohan and GT, you know, if you take into account like the 15 years,
hasn't he recently had like a really decent moment in the manga, which is like I'm waiting for a video to cover that.
Super Buu, you know, Ultimate Gohan.
Him and Yamcha.
Yeah, and one of the things that we have to cover real quick is regarding Gohan's power, because there is actually a recent V-Jump guidebook or scan that implied that when Buu had actually absorbed Gohan, that he gained power on par with Super Saiyan 3, which doesn't make any sense, because in the guidebooks and in the series, they imply that he is more powerful in Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The same one who Goku was confident could have defeated Fat Buu, even as his regular Super Saiyans. And keep in mind that this is the Fat Buu that was, you know, relative to Goku. And he was like, okay, like he could have beaten him if he went full power. But even then, Fat Buu was still, like, you know, within that threshold of power. And there's just a lot of absurd power climbing in the Buu saga as well. Goku even says that him and Vegeta couldn't take down Super Buu by themselves, so basically it showcases that Gohan is incredibly more powerful than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well.
Huh.
And definitely Vegeta. I mean, significantly more powerful. That's always been the strongest Gohan in Z. That's always been, you know, the strongest unfused character.
Yeah, definitely.
In Z, not including 2015, 2013 retcons, no Battle of Gods, just ignore all that stuff.
Just Z.
The strongest singular Earthling would be Gohan. And now with GT, continuing training,
he keeps getting
tell us
stronger.
about some of the feats that Gohan accomplished in GT to prove how strong he was.
First, we have to go with Rildo, who, although he wasn't the main villain or the main threat
he was
of the
so
series,
much stronger
he was
than the other
actually stated
villains
by
in the
Goku to
Z.
be stronger than Buu. Now, we don't know if he means Kid Buu or Fat Buu. It is really
Still,
vague.
doesn't
They
matter.
never tell us anything. But even if it is just Kid Buu or Fat Buu, the ones
That's
that
a
Goku
hell
fought
of a
against
difference.
individually, this would mean that Gohan's able to contend with a character that is already Buu Saga level. And if he means Buuhan, that basically gives you an even like higher power increase regarding how, you know, this guy is.
And just to, once again, we're talking about base Goku. He's not even transformed yet, and he's taking it to Rildo.
Yeah, and Gohan was actually able to face off against Rildo, implied to be a more powerful one after he escapes from Hell, and Gohan's able to hold his own against him in just base alone.
Yeah, it was implied in the series that the Hellfighters, or whatever you want to call them, Dr. Miyu and Dr. Garro's, like you or Jiro in the dub, whatever. Garro's the way you pronounce it. They created the Hellfighters, and Hellfighter 17 was obviously the main villain, but then you have Frieza and Cell, which are said to have gotten upgrades. They don't tell you how much stronger they are, right? But they are stronger. So you could assume that Rildo in Super 17 is stronger than the Rildo Goku fought, and even then Gohan was able to hold his own. So nobody's sitting here saying that Gohan is like Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta level.
Yeah, but he was
even like
pretty
baby
beastly
Vegeta. Like,
when you look at how strong those characters were compared to the Z
idea that
villains.
GT Gohan is weaker has to be this idea from fans that either don't know the perfect files, don't understand basic scaling, or they may have never even seen GT. They may have seen a picture of Gohan with the glasses on and thought he's a nerd, he's not the same Gohan we knew, blah, blah, blah. When in actuality, based on the perfect files and what he actually does in GT, GT Gohan would murk any version of Z Gohan, including Cell Saga. I don't care what Gohan we're talking about here. GT Gohan would beat him.
And if you think about it, that is fundamentally Gohan, the one with the glasses, the one that's supposed to be nerdy. That's him. That is his whole purpose. You know, he doesn't want to be a fighter, which is why he, you know, distanced himself from that in Super and also to an extent in Z. But generally, baseline, he does have insane potential. And it was actually stated by Baby that other than Vegeta, Gohan was the strongest Saiyan, and, well, obviously not counting Goku either, but he wasn't there. But on Earth, though, Baby did state that he was the strongest one.
And don't forget that Teen Baby and Goten. What about that one?
Yeah, so even though Goten wasn't training as much as Gohan or the others, it was actually implied that he slacked off, just like Trunks. Yeah. He was still strong enough to compete with Teen Baby.
God, I haven't seen GT in years, man. I need to watch it back.
The guys I faced,
I keep seeing it for really cheap, and I'm just not. I don't want to pay for it.
Against, so you can kind of see that even though Goten is pretty much rusty, not really, you know, fighting or anything on a consistent basis, he is still able to deal with Buu Saga level characters, and Gohan is obviously more powerful than he was.
Right, easily. So, yeah. So, in other words, folks, don't underestimate GT Gohan because he is a lot more powerful than you could think. Please go check out Chuck's channel. I will
already
leave a link down below.
done some
Chuck
reactions to those videos. How strong would Gohan be? Check that out.
He power scales breakfast cereals. He power scales freaking, 1988 hockey teams. He will power scale anything. And great discussions, too, on potential characters in Marvel, DC, Dragon Ball. I'm giving you the hard sell, bro, so everybody checks you out.
I appreciate it, man. And
definitely worth checking out.
Definitely been a while since we did a collab, for sure.
Yeah, well, for sure. It's only been about an hour, but that's okay. No, I'm kidding. We did record one a minute ago, but still, check out Chuck, like I said to everyone, because there's some good stuff there, bro.
Chuck's class, and he's done some videos with Seth and
other stuff, but it is other stuff, including him. So.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Pretty soon you'll be power scaling James Bond villains, bro.
Oh.
Maybe.
We might as well, bro. All right, anyways, thank you again for being here, and thanks everybody for listening. Leave your comments down below about how strong you think Gohan is in GT, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, peace out.
Class. Don't know why I did that, but that was cool. Yeah, like GT characters were strong anyway. I mean, obviously there were certain people that, but if characters have been training still since after Z, they're going to be pretty OP in GT because they were just so powerful. Because the enemies were so powerful, and that's the easiest way to scale GT, isn't it? It's like you go from that main guy there, who's said to be, well, not main guy, the side guy who's just as strong as Boo. If anyone can go up against that guy, then go from there. And yeah, Gohan was strong. Like, I might buy GT. I think if I can find it for like 10 quid the whole 2 seasons, I'd get it. I'm not spending any more than that. I really don't. I remember hating it a lot. We might enjoy it. Do you know, I keep thinking I might enjoy it on a second viewing. Because I only watched it the first time weekly, waiting for it each week, thinking, God, I want to, like, cry. But, I don't know, maybe. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I will see you guys, next time.